accelerate or decelerate it, you will notice that there is vibration. At a certain speed, the vibration is very strong, but you change the speed, you will notice that the vibration will dissipate. No? Mawala ang vibration. So that is known as the critical speed. No? Uh, if you have a shaft, like I say a shaft, and there is a weight in between, no, this as the support, and then of course it is rotating this way, no, and there's a weight. Now, there is a certain critical speed on this shaft, the way it is rotating, no, I mean the RPM of the rotation of the shaft. There is a certain RPM that this the weight on the mirror will vibrate, no? Will vibrate siya, ana. Katuyok siya, will vibrate. But at a certain also speed, if you go beyond or before that speed, it will steady. It's called the critical speed. So I'm not sure if you are nakasulay mo anang tanaw, no? Anang mag-testing of sakyanan, no? Pa-revolution, then you look at the engine. Mukurog siya at a certain speed, then pakusog nimo mawala, mo steady. I'm not sure kinsay nakasulayan ang nakita ana, kuan. There's a certain RPM nga mukurog siya niya. Kung imo pong pakusgan, mawala. Okay? That is called the critical speed. So, the critical speed of a rotating shaft is when you have a rotating shaft, it will be dynamically unstable at a certain speed. Meaning, mukurog, unstable, no? And large vibrations are likely to develop. The speed at which this phenomenon occurs is called the critical speed. And vibration difficulties frequently arise at the lowest fundamental critical speed. And the formula for this fundamental critical speed is this one, no? F, you will notice it is F because the uniter is in cycles per second. Okay, it is G, W1, W2, Y1, Y2. Okay, what are these values here? G, by the way, is gravity, no? Acceleration due to gravity. But this time, it is in inches per second squared, no? Benefit. Ang ato, we are familiar with the 32.2, no? So you convert the 32.2, you will have 386 something, no? So giround up na siya to 386 inch per second squared because all our units here are in inches. Okay? So what are W1? Okay, so as I have mentioned to you, if you have a weight here, if you have a shaft and there's a weight here, that's W1. But you can also have another weight here, W2. You can have another weight here, and they are all rotating in the shaft. Okay, so that is the meaning of W1. Now, what is Y1? Yeah, the weights of the rotating bodies. Okay, what is Y1 and Y2 and Y3? These are the static deflections. What do you mean by static deflection? So, if for example, your shaft is without weights, straight asya, straight. Pag butangan na mong weight mo, bawo, dire. That deflection is the deflection of the weight. So if that is W1, then that deflection is Y1. Okay? Any questions for those who are, have you seen my illustration? For those who are online? Wala rin question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, W1 are the weights of the rotating bodies, and Y1, Y2, and so on are the deflections of the weights in the location where the weights are located in the shaft. Okay? Now, the question here is actually, why? In deflection. Because the weights should be given. weights are given. So actually, kini mga deflections ano may problema. Okay. Now, how do we solve for the deflection? Now, if there are many weights, then we have to solve many deflections. Okay, now may y1, y2, y3. For example, 3 weights, then the deflections on the location of W1 is y1. The deflection on the location of W2 is y2. The location of W3, the deflection of W3 on y is y3. Okay, so how do we determine this deflection? Now, in your I think you have not reached this part in your mechanics of deformable bodies. Actually, if you will recall the deformable bodies, you have load, then shear, then moment. Wala na mo ni proceed. Na deflection unta na siya ang sunod na. No? So, una is the load, the shear, di ba? Load diagram, then you have the shear diagram, moment diagram, and then you should sa CE na siya. That is important in the civil engineering deflection. So this is, you will find this formula for a deflection of a beam. This is now, because what we're interested here are the Y's, the deflections. So you have a beam, and then you have a weight. What is the deflection of that? Before it was straight na siya before, no? Pag kuha na deflect. How much is the deflection due to that weight? Okay. Now, let us look at the, you can see this in your textbook, in your mechanics of deformable bodies na textbook. No? What we have here is a beam, which in our case is a shaft, no? A beam, and then there is a weight in between the supports. Now, Y1, can you see this? Those who are online, can you see what I'm pointing at?
Yes, sir.
This is the deflection, deflection Y1 at this location of the beam. Our force is here. No? So we want to find what is the deflection at this location, not at the location of the P. Okay? How do we do it? The formula is this one. Now, the formula, there is a pattern in the formula. Just understand the pattern. Just understand the pattern how we, because you will notice, if we want to solve Y1, it is this one. If we want to solve Y2, which is the deflection here, it is this one. Okay? Just look at the pattern. P is the load. 6 LEI. 6 LEI po na siya, no? And then you will notice this is L, length. Now, actually, the only thing that varies here is the P, B, and X. P, A, and Z. Okay. What is P? It is the load that is causing the deflection. It is the load that is causing the deflection. Okay. P is the load causing this deflection for A. And how do we look at this? No? For Y1, it is this distance and that distance. Kana siya. Meaning, the distance of the location of Y1 to one support, and then the location of the P to the other support. Do you follow? We want to find the deflection Y1. What is, so P is the load that is causing the deflection. The two here are kining B og X. Asa ni siya? Maon. Kay B og X mo po ni. These are also B og X. So basically, this is the load that is causing the deflection. And these two. Kini. Okay. How do we get X? It is the location of the deflection to one end. And the other is the location of the load to the other end. So, if I am here, then it should be this one and that one. Do you get me? Do you follow? Now, because for example, I want to find the deflection here. Okay, there. So it should be this one and that one, or this one and that one. It is the same. Huh? It is the same. Okay, meron kane o kine or kine o kine. Mura man siya. No? So make sure you know that the only clue here is kini inyong ipamutang dire mura na siya. The rest is the load that is causing the deflection, and then 6 LEI L kana siya. Okay? Any further question? Now, the next procedure here is, what if we have another load? So, what if we have another load? So, what we do is we do it one by one. If we have one load, nada, then let's say deflection diha. Kuha na siya nga load. Butang na po itong isa. Then, i-measure na po niya ang deflection. In the same location. Dayon, nang napag yung isa ka load, there's still another load. Ibutang na po ito siya. Then find the deflection of the different locations. Kung ibutang to nimo silang tulo, then you just add all the deflections. Do you follow the logic? Huh? If, for example, like this one, there are two weights this time. This is supposed to be the P. Now we cannot use this one because there are two. So we have to do it one by one. First, take out one. We can use this. Next, put the one you take out and then remove the other one. You can still use this. If we put the two, the effect is you just add the sum. You just add the deflection. Basically, that is the idea. Any question? Simple, Ra. Very simple, as long as you understand. And you do not confuse yourself with this, then PB of X, PA of Z. Mura na siya ikuan. Okay, so let's try this one. Now let's try this. What we have here is a shaft 2 inch in diameter. There are two weights. We have the 80-pound weight and the 120-pound weight. And they are located 30 inches from the left side for the 80 pounds and 20 inches located from the right side of the 120, and then the space in between the two weights is 40. So, what do? We do it one by one. According to our solution, there unsa atong unahog analyze. Okay. Of course, kini ako nang sorry. Okay. Of course, you need here the I, and the E here is 30 million. This is for the 6 LEI, no? Your I is 5D to the 4th. This is a shaft. Ang J is 5D to the 4th over 32, ang J. ang sa shaft nga I, because these are all moment of inertia, but J is for the polar and I is for the rectangular. So we are going to use the I here, pi d to the 4th over 64. Okay, this is 2 inches in diameter. So we have our I, that value I is there. Next, if we follow our solution here, we are going to take out the 120. So we are going to take out the 120. Take out the 120, so leave the 180 there. And then what we are going to determine are the deflections here and here. Because the deflection here is the Y1 and the deflection here is the Y2. But only with the 80 pounds. Do you follow? Oh, okay. So, let us see. Our P is 80. By the way, I am trying to find the deflection at this location, kining A, no? I want to find the deflection at A. The P is 80. So, P is 80. Then what are the katong kining duha ka kuan, kining duha ka term? So it is here and asa man, dire? Okay, this one, huh? Kini. So it is here because it is here and the weight is also here. So dire o dire. That is how we have 30 and 60, sakto? 30 and 60. So mura na siya. That is the only. Next, we are going to remove this and put the 120. But we are still going to find the deflection here. We're going to find the deflection here. So, the deflection here is the 120, this one, and this one. Huh? Someone? Huh? Do you get the idea? Huh? Postpone. Balik mo dire. Oh. I am now 80 na ang akong bitang, wala na 120. So, my deflection, location of deflection is, sorry, 120 na tayo, no? Kumana itong 80, ganiha. Okay, sorry. So, 120 na. Wala na ng 80. So, the deflection here, and the weight is here. So, it should be this one and that one. Dili pwede nga kinihan because katong deflection ang kinadulan to niya nga kuan nga end. So this one and that one. The first one is the distance from one end to the deflection, and the other one is the distance from the other end to the weight. Do you follow? The first one is the distance of the location of the deflection to the end, one end. Nga opposite nga end sa weight, ha? And then the other one is the deflection, the distance from the weight to the other end. Para saan eh? Mga yung deflection dire, ano ko dire mo kuhan? Dili ko pa ilito. Okay. Ang dire na ko is kani. Unsa naman? Unsa to? Okay. What do you mean 120 magsugod? Really? 120, are you talking about 120 ra ang weight? Unsa man ang weight nga 120? So 120 ra ang weight. So from here, paayong ka dere. Kay ang imong deflection nga pangita kini man bigway. Alang gikan dire kay mo dito, maagian mo ng weight. Dili. Unsa man? Ha? We are now at A. Dire, ang deflection sa A. The first is deflection at A because of the 80. So it is from here, agana. The deflection at A because of the 120, it is kini of kini. So that will be 30 and 20. 30 and 20. Or 20 and 30. If the deflection is here, and the weight is here, ayaw pa yung dito, kaya maagi magkasawit. Payong ka dali sa tinadulan niya nga kuhan. So, ang isa po is from the weight to this end. Do you follow? For those who are online, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. Let's proceed. We are now done with the deflection at A. Ano na punta sa deflection sa B? Ang deflection sa B, akong giuna ang butang ang 80. No? Deflection now at B is this one and 80 man ang atong ibutang kana. So this one and this one. Okay? Kabalo na mo, ang pin na to is 120. Oh, sakto ba? Oh, 80? 80, sorry. 80 ang pin na to. Ang location na to, B. So, 80 atong P. Ang atong duha ka term katong kining duha, wala na ako din butang yung upuan. Ang importante ang pattern ra, ha? Ang pattern ra. Kini ako ra ni butang just to if you want to refer it to here. So, ang katong duha ka term nga ini butang. If it is deflection at B, niya 80. So, kana is the distance from one end to the load, and kana is the distance from the location of the deflection to the other end. Sakto? 30 and 20. Okay, class, do you follow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. And lastly, naapatay lain ato ibutang ang 120. Okay, 80 raman to ganiha. We have found the deflection due to the 80 here. So next is find the deflection of B due to this one. Masayo na siya because it is always this one and that one. O pwede po, balihon mo kada, okay na. Wala naman yung kaso. Do you understand? Okay, voice out if there is something you cannot understand. So, just to make sure, no? Let us say, ana, dili imong P, then di imong deflection. So, ang kuha na is kini o kana. O bali po, dili imong kuha, dayon. Dili imong deflection, kana, gihapon o kana. Now, if you want to find the deflection here, it is this one and that one. Or you want it here and here. Parehasan na sila. Did you get my illustration, class? Those who are online?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, now, we are done with the deflections of the shaft due to only one weight. So, if you are going to sum them all, then you just sum all the deflections at a certain location due to all the weights. So, for example, the total deflection at A is the deflection at A because of the 80 pounds plus the deflection of A due to 120 pounds. And then, so you just add this, A at 180 and then A at 120, kini silang duha. That is now the total deflection, meaning imo na nagibutang ng duha ka load. And then, for the deflection at B, it is the deflection at B because of the 120 of 80 plus the deflection at B due to 120. So, kini o kini wala. Iyay. Sorry. Sorry. And sa wasig siya pa ako nagkopya. 07 day. 07? Ha? Saan? Total reflection at A. Ano man eh? Ay, sorry. Total na din. Mao. Sa'yo pa ko na kopya. Ay, 120. Due to sila 37 or 36? 369711. Sa'yo pa kung kuan. Nalibat ko. 0, 3, 6, 9, 7, 1, 1. Y at A due to 120. Mo na ini ang total. Okay? So, anak na siya, no? So, we now have YA and YB. I-check po na ninyo. Okay. Siyempre ako nakopya. YB. So, 386 or G, W, A, or W, saan mo natin ibutan niya? 80 ra. W, YA, this one, plus 120 or the W2 or WB, YB. Sa silong parehas ra ang kuan taas except b square ang atong y. So ang y b square. We will have 11.8 This is in cycles per second because that is frequency. No? So usually in mechanical engineering we use speed as in RPM. So we convert it into cycles per minute or cycles per minute is actually revolutions per minute. So you just multiply 60, you will have 708.0075 RPM. Okay? Okay na ka? Are you sure is gone? No? So, the only, now, in my exam, I will give you 3. Tulo. It is the same. Kabalo mo duha, kabalo mo tulo. But there are more that you have to do. No? So, meaning, At least, I give you an idea. No, nga. There are 3. So what you're going to do is, you make your own problem. Kasi kabata. Kasali na ng butang, tulo ka W. So probably na kay 90 dara. No? And then, among yourselves, you compute. Kung parehas ba mo, you can check, di ba? Simple. So, you make your own common problem so that you can do an exercise, no? You make your own common problem. You have probably 80 dire, ngayon 120 na there to nga, then 90 dire, something like that. Ang kuan lang is you have 3, no? Due to, let us say 80. Then due to 90, then due to 120. Ana, tulo ka buok ni siya. That is only for the location of the 80. Then sunod, tulo po atong isa. Tulo po atong isa. Siyam siya tanan. Silbi. Then, actually, this is very easy. If you are very good in your calculator, no? I mean, if you are, why? Because ang imong usbon kini raman o kini kansta naman student's memory. Kaya 6 LEI mura man siya tanan. Ang mga sobra ni kani dayon kaning duha 90 man po ni sige. Whole length man na siya. So, ayra mo karatol, no? Actually, it's just how careful you are with your calculator. Wala mo na siya. So, if you want to master this, what you do is, you make your own problem. Then, sulban ninyo tanan. Ngayon, makabalaman mo ay parehas dahil eksakto guni. Or something like that. Ha? So, katura ha? If I'm going to repeat, let us say, tulo ka buok. Yeah, you want to find the deflection here because of this one. Unsa man? Kana siya, o? Kana. Di ba? Oh. Sa'yo na ng kana. Next, you want to find the deflection because of this one. Dire gihapon eh. Kana o kana. Ngayon, sunod, you want to find the deflection of this one here because of this one. So, kinira gihapon o kana. So that is the first part. Next. How about the deflection here? If you start with this one, if you start with this, so it should be this one and that one. Next is deflection dire because of this. Sayo na siya, kay wala manaanak mo na o gana. Next, deflection here because of this one. So it should be this one and that one. Okay na. Asa pa itong wala pa? Dire o dire? Gini. So dire na ta. Deflection na po dire. First, because of this one, it is this and that. Next, the deflection here because of this one. Kini gihapon siya og kana. And then finally, og badiri deflection here because of this one. Kini og kana. So, basically, it is in your fingers. So as I have told you, the easiest way to do it is you store the 6 LAI in your calculator. Yun kaya mo man siya, naman siya tanan. Imong ilis-ilisan rani so you have this. So what you're going to compute will be P times this 2 times the quantity this one squared plus this one squared plus this one squared equals divided by 2 sa imong memory. Okay, divide mo na siya. I is always this one. Okay. Shaft mo na itong one. It's always pi d to the 4th over 64. So, ang lisod na ka na naman kini o ka na. Oh. Saan? Ang exam 2 murag tulog yapon na ito. Okay, any question, class? Any question from those who are? The only way to do it is to do it yourself, no? So, more lagi na akong ingon yan, you make your own problem, then you try to solve it among yourselves. Maparehas ganin mo answer, then probably it should be correct, no? O madili mo parehas, then you try to decipher asa mo nag-diferensya. Okay, class, those who are online, any question?
None,
sir.
Wala ra? Pasabot ra matong kini o kana?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, sige. So again, so before we end, I'm going to ask you to turn on your cameras. Turn on your cameras, please. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, that will be all for this afternoon. Next meeting, we will now discuss the last topic, but actually this is longer, no? Longer. It is welded joints. Welded joints. Okay, class. Okay. So thank you for this. Thank you for this afternoon's successful lecture. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye. I'm going to ask volunteers again to erase the board. Kinsa wala kay volunteer. Nakakuha na mo sa inyong exam, tanan? Sige. Yan na lang. Sige.
Sir. Sir. Ako tong wala ka take last time, sir, kay gilanat ko gyubo ato, sir. Nara koy kanang medical, sir ba?
Okay. We will see the exams that you will have in the last three.
Last week sa kwan sir, last week nga SEM sir, last week sa SEM.
Lagi. There are three
Okay
more
sir.
exams. We will see the result of your three more exams.
Okay sir. Salamat sir.
You present to me your medical certificate.
Sir.
Okay.
Ga.
Okay. This ay mo volunteer. Mantay makakuha ng kamera ha.